Welcome! In an era where cyber threats are becoming more sophisticated and frequent, organizations are faced with an ever-growing challenge: how to protect their data, recover swiftly from incidents, and maintain business continuity in the face of disruption. This is where cyber resilience becomes not just a strategy, but a necessity. Today, we'll be diving into how Cohesity is empowering businesses to not only secure their data, but to ensure they can recover quickly and effectively when cyber threats are encountered. From ransomware attacks to accidental data loss, Cohesity provides a unified platform that helps organizations safeguard their most valuable data assets through intelligent backup, seamless recovery, and unparalleled scalability. Cyber attacks are still the #1 threat to businesses. These disruptive occurrences lead to lost revenue, excessive costs, fines, and reputational damage. What's more, these attacks are getting more sophisticated. In fact, 85% of cybersecurity leaders say attacks are powered by AI. This all translates into a massive existential threat to your business. The need for organizations to build true cyber resiliency has never been greater. Yet, even companies that spend lots of money on resilience are still feeling the effects of ransomware. Why is that? Cyber resilience is the hardest job in IT. There are two primary reasons for this. The first is that you simply don't know what went wrong. Second, attacks are often far more destructive than anticipated. These attacks are increasing in quantity and sophistication. In many cases, you can't access your security tools or other systems, or gain access to useful evidence that will help you diagnose what transpired. And while you're working to resolve the incident, you have an adversary that's actively trying to make you feel the pain and pay up. What does this mean? Rushing into recovery without understanding and addressing the root cause of a cyber incident can leave your organization vulnerable to repeat attacks. Without a thorough and proper response, the underlying root cause can persist. It is for all these reasons and more that you should evolve your approach and adopt modern cyber resilience practices. Cohesity recommends you take 5 steps to account for the reality of destructive cyber attacks and combat the complications that many affected organizations struggle with. Taking these steps will help you prepare for an attack, while enhancing your response and recovery strategy. We've helped organizations address these steps in this sequence, improving their resilience maturity over time, as you can see with the labels below, going from left to right. Let's step through these now one at a time. If your systems are compromised, then your backups are the only way for you to get back in business quickly. Your current state might create challenges, and you should choose a platform for all your workloads and data for operational efficiency. Select a platform that can support all your data sources, from core to cloud. The move to a modern platform will help you lower cost and lower your risk from an attack. Cohesity's platform is an architecture that others have tried to emulate. Cohesity's platform is built on a scale-out file system that delivers unrivaled scalability, performance, and storage efficiency. Cohesity requires 25% less space than competitors. Plus, users rave about Cohesity's usability. The global search feature in particular is unique, as users can search across objects and snapshots. Cohesity also has a single code and consistent deployment model that runs the same way everywhere. Due to all these factors, Cohesity can support challenging and complex requirements for demanding organizations, where other solutions can't. Once backups are all on a modern platform, you'll want to enable key capabilities of that platform and expand your deployment with a cyber vault. Attacks may be inevitable, but you're making it more difficult for the attackers to get in if you have a hardened platform. You should also adhere to the 3-2-1 backup strategy. Make 3 copies of the data, storing them on 2 different types of media, and keeping 1 copy off-site. The strategy also ensures that 1 copy is immutable. Cohesity's Vault can help you with the 1-to-1 aspect. Customers choose Cohesity because best-in-class capabilities are built into the platform from the ground up. Also, on the platform, we can retain a long history of backups, for example, 60 days or more, and easily search through them and recover any one of them. Any of these can be restored, whereas with other products, any backups above 14 days tend to be pushed to an archive, so the backups are not available for rapid analysis. Our Cyber Vault has a few unique advantages. You can still recover, even if your keys get wiped out by the attacker. We can also stop a bad actor from using your vault for data exfiltration with quorum on the vaults. A quorum is a method of enforcing through policy that multiple individuals need to agree before sensitive changes are made or workflows are executed in the environment. How do you know your backup data is clean of malware or threats? Choose a platform that gives you the assurance that you can use your backup copies to hunt for threats. especially when systems in your primary environment are inaccessible. To help security analysts detect threats faster, it's also important to adopt a platform that gives you the flexibility to surgically hunt for specific types of malware or threats in your backups using custom YARA rules. The platform should also notify your security teams via SIM or SOAR platforms using automation. IT and InfoSec teams collaborate more effectively when they are working from the same data. Cohesity offers both a built-in threat feed with over 170,000 indicators of compromise and a bring-your-own feed model that you can combine with custom YARA rules. Even if ransomware gangs evade your endpoint detection solutions, Cohesity's threat detection capability remains unaffected, allowing your response activities to carry on. If you're like most organizations, you have a fair amount of information security applications already in place. These systems can be valuable sources of information when connected to your backup real estate. Cohesity has worked with the largest names in the industry to build the Data Security Alliance. They have also partnered with top engineering teams to build integrations that share alerts, metadata, and other useful information on threats between their data cloud and these important tools. These integrations bring data protection into your incident detection, response, and recovery workflows, allowing you to protect more of your data estate with the security systems you already have in place. In this step, we build on the progress of the prior 3 steps to conduct incident response and recovery. This involves investigating to get to the root cause of an attack. You need to understand what went wrong because cyber recovery isn't the same as disaster recovery. Without the right process and tools, it's difficult to achieve aggressive recovery time objective goals. It's important to be honest about what goes on in the real world. You need information to remediate vulnerabilities, bolster controls, and remove the attack artifacts. Don't believe those who tell you that you can skip these steps. You've prepared for the inevitable attack, building that trusted foundation utilizing Cohesity. This goes back to the earlier point about how tough it is to protect against data breaches. There are reactive and proactive approaches. In the middle of an incident, your legal teams will want to know what the company's exposure is. Without proper data classification, this will take a very long time. You have data that resides in more places than you think. You should also take proactive steps to reduce your risk. This starts with knowing what data you have, where it lives, and how it's protected. For assessing the impact of an incident, Cohesity has data classification capabilities as one of their core products, with over 300 built-in patterns that cover all common forms of PIL, health, and financial data. To identify unprotected critical data, Cohesity has one of the deepest ranges of integrations with one of the largest numbers of DSPM vendors. The Cohesity approach gives you the power of choice to work with the right vendor for your environment. Today, you learned how Cohesity is empowering businesses not only to secure their data, but to ensure they can recover quickly and effectively when cyber threats are encountered. From ransomware attacks to accidental data loss, Cohesity provides a unified platform that helps organizations safeguard their valuable data through intelligent backup, seamless recovery, and unparalleled scalability. You've also learned the key components of cyber resilience and how Cohesity's innovative solutions can help mitigate risks, reduce downtime, and ensure your organization can bounce back with minimal impact on operations. You should now have a clear understanding of how Cohesity is reshaping the future of data protection and recovery in a world where cyber threats are a constant reality. Thank you again for joining us today.